do a live unboxing of the Graphics45 kits. Or I guess it's a live unbagging because they came in. They did come in a box. I already took them out of the box. I ordered 2 kits. The first one was the Let's Get Artsy kit and the Life is Abundant kit. I want to use components of in a future project, not necessarily to put together the thing that they had here, but I thought this one was very interesting because it includes this box. So I wanted to see how they put that together. And then this one, of course, comes with a binder. So I wanted to see kind of how these things were put together. So we'll start with the Let's Get Artsy kit. Let's set this aside. Again, my goal with this was actually to look at some of the components and just how they put all of this together. The bag is really kind of cool. They did come in a box together, and obviously they were well packed. The box was the exact right size, so as not to crumple all the paper, which was nice. I don't know if you only order one kit, if they still come in a box. I would assume so, but they were really pretty. It's a really cool bag. We'll be able to reuse potentially that plastic for something pretty neat. So we'll set this aside for now. So this one is the Let's Get Artsy kit. Specifically a lot of things that look like they came from Frida, with the Frida face with the flowers over it. I wanted to see about the binder, specifically because I'm looking for what's coming next on my Junk Journal Jams Christmas season and what I want to put, if I want to create my own journal for Mrs. Claus, or if I want to use one that comes pre-made. And so this comes, of course, with a rectangle journal. It's a 6x8 by 3 inches, so she's chunky. And it looks like they have pockets or something in here already, so we'll take a look at that here in just a second. This one came with some decorative metal clocks, which I think is interesting. I'm not sure what the clocks have to do with getting artsy, but we'll see. Looks like they just had some. It comes with a Let's Get Artsy vibrant tag and pocket album. So it comes with very nice instructions in color, step-by-step guide, which is nice on how they put it all together. And it's mostly looks like just paper. So beyond the album, the clocks, a button, and paper, there's really nothing. Oh yeah, so it has a variety of ephemera within the paper. So really, I'm trying to think, what did I pay exactly for this? Let me tell you. The Let's Get Artsy kit was $50. So a little pricey from what I'm seeing. Quality looks really great. Don't get me wrong. Instructions are wonderful. And it does kind of give you the step-by-step guide. Step 1, numbered pages. So it kind of gives you a guide for what and how you're laying everything out, I guess. I think that takes all the fun out of it. But if you need step-by-step instructions, I guess that's, definitely helpful. So let's open this up, because for $50, 1 pack of paper, some graphics. I am a little bummed, slightly bummed here, because my notebook is dented on the bottom. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's a little dent in the bottom, and I don't know if that just happened in shipping or exactly what transpired. Let me see if I can take this off without ruining the whole thing. Let's see how this looks. Obviously, I had to have it shipped. I don't know that the store locally that carries any of this. There's something stuck to the back of the. So that is definitely a bummer. That's a significant. I mean, it does bend back, but that's a significant flaw. And this is a little dented along here. So, and along the top edge. So definitely the binder got a little beat up in shipping, which is definitely a wee bit frustrating. Not gonna lie. For as much as this is to have it already, I don't know what that is. We'll open it up here in a minute. These are just packing papers. I don't think there's anything in these, or at least in this one. Nope. Okay. So we'll pull that aside because we can reuse that for something else. This looks like cardstock, and they already have the tags. These are nice tags with pockets. There's pockets in each one of these, it looks like. Okay, this is where the whole thing is falling apart. So again, I can glue that back in, but for 50 bucks, I would expect the quality to be better because it's like every one of these signatures looks like it's falling apart. I don't know if that's just exactly what caused that, but you know, there's quality of paper is great. Execution of like layout, pretty cool. But I'll be honest with you, the fact that it's already coming apart and it's, you know, it's basically falling out and ripping off of here right off the bat before, I mean, I haven't even played in it, is concerning. And then the condition of the cover is a little frustrating. I like this piece. There's a slot in the top where you could drop something down in there. So yeah, I mean, overall, I would give it a 6 out of 10, maybe a 5 out of 10 because it's dented and broken, but some of that is fixable, not everything. So let me see if what's in here. No, it's just the silica packet. I will reuse these because I mean I can use those for something. Paper is nice. Let's see. The button is cute. I don't know that I put that on the actual book, but what did they put it on? They didn't. I don't think put it on the book. No, it wasn't on the book. Okay. There's some extra they threw in. Those are nice. But again, let's open the paper back and take a look at it. Look at the quality. I mean, the paper quality is good. I mean, it might redeem itself. I'm really bummed about that binder being broken and damaged and shipping. Okay, so here's the paper back. Let's turn this around. Pretty graphic on the outside. Again, that's just the cover. That's a missed opportunity, guys. They could put something on the back cover and that way you could still use it. Not that you couldn't cut out some of these designs, but I feel like, you know, knowing junk journalers and scrapbookers, paper is a missed opportunity. That's just neither here nor there. Packaging. Okay. So good quality, thick paper. Again, I love that they're double-sided because then you could use these as tags or tucks or whatnot. But what happens if you really like this design? Do they have that design? Everything else. Let me see if they have that design. Maybe they do. No, they don't. So your only option to utilize this paper is if it's on the back of one of these tags. So you'd have to fussy cut all of this stuff out, which is cool. But again, some of this, like, how are you fussy cutting it out? That'll be interesting to see. So there's 2 of these. Okay, so they're just 2 of each sheet. So those, again, really good quality paper. Not, I am definitely a fan of a good quality paper. Let's get Artsy, beautiful things. That's cool. I specifically like this one because I'm thinking about utilizing the paper in another journal later on next spring or summertime. And so that's why I went ahead and got this pack now to take a look at it. So again, every 2 pages looks like it is different. And it's all seems to be Frida, Van Gogh, Monet type deal. Even with the white paper. Okay, those are the 1 sheet of rust. I think these are stickers. Yeah, they're stickers. Sticky on the back side, but there's only 1 sheet of this. So like these trims, which are super cute, there's not a whole lot of them to go around. For 50 bucks, I don't know that I'm that impressed for the price. Good quality paper for sure. I have to look at like the paper quality versus like what you would get just like Michael's or one of the other craft stores. And again, if I had gone to the craft store to get paper, I probably could have gotten a binder that isn't all dented. I don't know that $50 if the value is there. So that's just my opinion. Again, I'm really bummed about this. The fact that it's falling apart and it's all been dented. That is wildly frustrating. Okay. We put all of this back in the baggie. I literally just took it right out of the box, so there's no way that happened. That had to have happened in shipping. It was literally sitting on my front porch right before I came in there, right in. So it's not like it's wandered through the house or been sitting anywhere for any length of time. Really frustrating. All right, this is the second kit, which is called Life is Abundant. This one is very interesting to me because they have like a box you have to build. So I wanted to see, I'm a sucker for anything that's interactive. So I wanted to see exactly how this kit works. Again, we have another button, just let your dreams take flight, which is cute. So that's a cute button. So maybe that's their thing, is they put buttons and everything. Okay, so we have a pretty good explanation sheet again, which is great. These are just stapled together. I don't know if you can see that. The Life is Abundant kit, it's like a box that the binders sit in. And I think it's double-sided with a central area. It's called Life is Abundant Mini Album, Duo, and Album Stand. So that was really interesting. And that's how it kind of works. So pretty cool. I like that it creates something that you can put it in. So they have provided chipboard sheets. But I'm going to be honest with you, it's not super thick chipboard. So I'm not really sure how this is going to stand up, because the chipboard that's in the photo looks thicker than what is here. It'll be interesting. It's relatively thin sheets of chipboard. It's a little misleading, guys. Does this look thicker? I know it's got extra paper and stuff like that on it. Are we sandwiching? Cut 2 7x12 pieces to chipboard. Cut 1 and finally cut 4. So it looks like you are multi-layering it. So maybe that's why it looks thicker. Okay, so maybe not. Maybe not an issue. So definitely, as it stands in the package, is not as thick as what it looks like on the page. So, but it does look like there's a process of layering it here. Okay. So, and then this one comes with 2 packs of paper. So this kit was slightly more expensive at $60. The paper is, like I said, where probably the value is, because this one is really beautiful. Looks like this one's just patterns with some additional. Oh, this one was has months. So hopefully those month sheets are not a specific year. Let me open these up so you can take it. Isn't that pretty? I like the colors, the black with the blues and orange and yellow. That's really pretty. Again, this was to kind of go with that some spring themed stuff that I want to do in the summer on the journal jams. I just wanted to see kind of what is out there. A lot of my journal jam stuff is, I use JunkJournal.AI to create all my graphics and things like that, but I wanted to see what kits are available. If you're not going to join JunkJournal.AI, that's fine. I definitely recommend that you do when it's ready to go. You'll be able to go and log into JunkJournal.AI. You'll be able to make graphics. But if you're not interested in doing that, or you don't have a printer at home, or whatever the case may be, then you are definitely probably somebody who's buying one of these kits. You're now stuck to whatever this kit has. Like if you don't like moths and you'd rather have butterflies, you're probably out of luck because this has moths. That kind of deal. So this would have been really cool graphic to be able to use with a variety of other things, the flora and fauna and butterflies or bees or whatever. They did have a pack that had bees, which I was very tempted. The different ephemera and stuff like that is definitely beautiful. So again, there's 2 pages, double-sided, of everything that is in this kit. Again, it is very heavyweight, probably 200 pound. it's definitely bigger, heavier than like 160. It's not as heavy as like some of the cardstock that I use for a variety of things, but it's definitely a heavier weight paper, which is nice. It's not cheap. So really beautifully laid out graphics. No, I mean, they definitely do a really good job on the different papers, and the color schemes are tight, and that's great. It's very beautiful. General. Oh, there's your bees. There's bees. Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. I like that they have a variety of ephemera and stuff like that, but again, if you do end up wanting to use this paper, they don't have just solid sheets of paper. So you would have to make the decision, do I want the graphic or do I want the colored paper on the back? So unless you're making something that's interactive like a tuck or a card that comes in and out, you're never going to see these really other pretty graphics unless you sacrifice one of these graphics. So there is that, which is a little bit of a frustration. I mean, it's nice. And I think this is where, again, I'm a huge proponent for being able to print your own stuff, because then you can make a decision on, is this something that I'm going to glue down and I don't need to waste the beautiful graphic on the back, or is this something that I definitely want to be two-sided? So, but again, these, love the quality of the paper. They do a very good job. The graphic design on all of these is beautiful. Again, missed opportunity with the back sides of some of these, the front and back covers. These are all stickers again, which is nice. And they're heavyweight stickers. It's hard to tell, but they're slick like a sticker would be, but they're a heavier weight material. So these are not flimsy stickers by any means, which is nice. So essentially they have washi strips down the side, but again, I don't feel like they give you enough washi strips. I guess you could use some of this as washi strips, but here it is. Okay, so now we did notice that they did include a big pack of double-sided papers that have a variety of different patterns. So that's nice. Oh, this is the one that has the months. So hopefully it's not a 2025 only, and it's open-ended on the months that we. So those are just colored. These are very beautiful. I love the patterns. I have nothing against the patterns. They are absolutely gorgeous. I could probably use some of these all day long, every day, because they're just absolutely beautiful. Okay, so now we get to, so they are not dated, which is what I was hoping for. You just cut them out, which is nice. I didn't want the dates on there. They are kind of small, but I guess I don't know what you're writing in something this small, but from a calendar standpoint, but if it's just to view the dates, you would have to handwrite your dates on there. So if you're not into that, we have 2 sheets, so that's interesting. So you have 2 of all of the months. So you technically could do 2 versions of this, 2 years. Huh, interesting. This one, I'm torn. I'm torn on value for what you're getting. It's been a really long time, I'll be honest with you, since I bought paper. Because again, I like to print my own. So, I mean, the value is definitely here, and like the paper quality is great. Is it worth $60? You got good instructions. You got beautiful paper. I don't know. I'd have to go tally up all the different costs of things to see if the values here in what you're getting. But you tell me in the comments, you know, and anybody who maybe has also put these together, if you could put in the comments, how did it go? Like how did the putting it together go? Were the instructions easy to follow? That kind of thing. I'm probably not using these in the format that they were intended later on. So that would be the only like consideration for me, is that, you know, I will probably use these papers in a future other scenario. But if you put one of these together from Graphics45, put in the comments like how well. I also don't understand just having 2 binder rings. Like, I like things in 3s, and I'm weirded out that there's only 2. Maybe it's small and you only need 2. I don't know. If you put one of these together and or you have an example, drop it in the comments. Let me know how well it works out, if you enjoyed the process. And, you know, if you felt like the value is there. And that way it's not just my opinion. Very interesting how this all goes together. It's beautiful. I like a little bit more freeform, but it's nice that they provided instructions for somebody who wants to follow instructions. So that's very cool, you know, that they do this and kind of package it all up together in a theme. I'm a little bit more loosey-goosey with my stuff that I put together, and I like the serendipity of finding stuff to go in it, which I think, again, my intent here was to buy the really pretty paper that they had, just to see what the quality was like and what people are in comparison to what you can do with like JunkJournal.AI, right? And so I'm probably biased, unfortunately, with a couple of things, but very interesting. But yes, include in the comments Graphics45 unbagging example of 2 of their kits that they had. They have a whole wealth of things. You can buy just the paper, you can buy some of the binder materials. I did, side note, find that their website was very frustrating. There was something in the shopping cart that was not working right. I tried several times to order it from my phone one evening while I was laying in bed, and it was maddeningly frustrating. And I had the same or similar problem when I logged in on the website. So that was, it was weird. It was something to do with their Captura security setting, and they really need to go look at fixing that. But if you were just starting out junk journaling, art journaling, or scrapbooking and need instructions and want a very cohesive design and all of those things, very beautiful, definitely probably worth it, just simply because they have all of the instructions, which you're not going to get if you just go by paper. If you're a seasoned junk journaler or scrapbooker who does all of this stuff, probably your money, they're $50 or $60, probably better spent going to the craft store and actually buying the things that you need and or looking for stuff. I don't know if I would choose this if I, as an experienced crafter, otherwise. Again, beautiful graphics though. Their paper, phenomenally beautiful. Well, I hope you enjoyed the unbagging of the Graphics45. Let me know if you guys want me to do more of these also, these unboxings in comparison. As soon as the JunkJournal.AI website gets done, I'll also be doing a lot of tutorials where I show you how to get similar things from JunkJournal.AI. So just want to throw that out there. Otherwise, have a great rest of your week.